Hey everyone, I'm Jasmine, aka Jazzy Jet Sets, and welcome back to my channel. I'm bringing you everything expat life and traveling throughout the continent. Today we have another mini travel guide for you, this time for Kigali, Rwanda. And as you should know, Rwanda is located in East Africa, and Kigali is known as the land of 1,000 hills. So I'm really excited to get into this one today. A quick reminder, the mini travel guides are to provide you with my top suggestions across 5 different topic areas. So across where to stay, where to eat, historical and cultural must-do things, touristy and other must-do things, and of course, where to catch a vibe. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for other cities that I'll be doing on the continent. But for now, let's jump into Kigali, Rwanda. Now, a great local option would be the Baobab Hotel. The Baobab Hotel is located in the Nyamirambo area, which is outside of the city center. I think it was about a 30-minute ride from the airport, and the hotel is beautiful. It's modern, it has a natural greenery vibe, and the best part for me was that it's owned by a Black Rwandanese woman, and the staff was amazing. I'd say the staff is probably the best part of my stay at that hotel. But if you're going to Kigali and you're looking for a local spot to stay in, the Baobab Hotel is exactly where you want to stay. Now, if you're looking for more of a Western option, something that you're familiar with, Marriott Kigali, which is a newer hotel in the city and is actually located closer to the center of the city. It is a beautiful property. They have a really nice swimming pool. They have a restaurant inside the hotel, and I believe that they do brunch on Sundays or Saturdays typically. It's definitely worth a try if you're looking for something more Western to stay in while you're there. Now, of course, I couldn't do hotels the entire time that I was there. I had to try an Airbnb and stay in a cool neighborhood, and that's exactly what I did. I found this Airbnb that was located in the Kacyiru area, which is near the U.S. Ambassador's residence and a bunch of NGO and nonprofit organizations, which apparently makes it a safe neighborhood. But to be very frank, Kigali is one of the safest cities in the world, so I'm not sure that that matters. But this was a great neighborhood. It was pretty central to most things, and the Airbnb was really nice. So where to eat in Kigali? So we'll start off with a couple of coffee shops because I know everyone loves coffee. So a really popular coffee shop that a lot of people wanted to visit while I was there was Question Coffee. It is quite nice, the scenery, and the coffee was really good as well. Another really cool spot that I visited was the Inzora Rooftop Cafe. It's basically a cafe slash coffee shop which is inside of a bookstore. And they also have a really decent rooftop view of Kigali where you can go up and read or you can eat up there. To be very honest though, most places will have a really nice view of Kigali, hence the land of 1,000 hills. So moving on to Brioche. Brioche is another cute cafe in Kigali, and they have the best pastries. They are definitely worth your time in making a visit there. And the space is also really cute for working as well if you're into working from cafes and coffee shops. Another cool restaurant that I love in Kigali is called Heaven. So I actually went to Heaven back in 2016, and then I went last month. And this place is still one of the best places to eat in Kigali. I mean, the view, the setting, we went for a Sunday brunch, which was amazing, and it was a buffet, and they had an omelet station and a fresh pasta station. I mean, Heaven is definitely one of the places that you need to check out. So of course I'm in East Africa, so I had to get some Ethiopian food. So I tried Habesha, which apparently is supposed to be the best Ethiopian food in the city, and it did not disappoint. Habesha was so good. The food was amazing, the service was amazing, and also the actual decor of the restaurant was really beautiful in traditional Ethiopian style. Now, if you are looking for a cute slash bougie dinner, I would say you should go to Seoul. Seoul is an Asian restaurant, and I know you're probably thinking, why would you suggest me an Asian restaurant in Rwanda? But just trust me and try it out. They had really great food, and apparently it's a little vibe on Friday nights as a pregame for going out. All right, so some historical and cultural must-do things in Kigali. So of course you have to visit the Genocide Memorial. The Rwandan genocide happened in 1994, and if you are visiting the city, you're visiting the country, especially if you're from the West, you should have knowledge of, the country's history, and some of the things that they've grappled with, so you can also see how far they've come. Definitely check out the Genocide Memorial while you're in Kigali. Also, another really dope cultural place to check out is the Nyamirambo Women's Center. They provide education and vocational training for women in the community to increase opportunities for employment. They invited our group to a cooking class with the center, which was great, but it's also a really good place to shop for traditional items. And all of the funds, they go to the women of the community who work at the shop. Another place to check out for shopping would be the Nyamirambo market, fabric and souvenirs and everything in between. So other touristy must-do things in Kigali. So Kigali Heights, which is just basically a huge shopping center that's located near the convention center, has a ton of restaurants, shopping, whether it's grocery shopping, clothing, jewelry. It's definitely a place that's central in the city, so you'll definitely end up there if you are visiting Kigali. If you're into art, there are a few galleries in the city, but the one that I visited was the Inema Art Gallery, and it was beautiful. Of course, like many places in the city, they have a gorgeous view of Kigali as well. And the art, it was amazing. Definitely worth checking out. If you are in Kigali and you want to get out of the city, you want to do a day trip, I would say Lake Muhazi is where you need to go. It's a really cute lake and it's really close to Kigali. Typically about a 45-minute drive, but because me and my friends left quite late, we ended up taking much longer than that to get there. But the lake is beautiful, and there is this small boat that you can grab a beer and ride over to the other side of the lake for eating and lodging and just relaxing. So yeah, definitely have to try Lake Muhazi. So something a little different that I had the opportunity to do was visit African Leadership University, which is one of the premier universities on the continent. The campus is beautiful. The students are really cool. They have quotes and murals everywhere on the campus, which is really dope. And it was all around a great experience. Okay, where to catch a vibe in Kigali? Yes, there are vibes in Kigali. Now, to start with more chill vibes, the Asian restaurant Seoul that I told you about a little bit earlier is a great place to catch a vibe. But we also tried out Lavana, which has great drinks, and they also have live music on Fridays. It's a nice piece of spot, so you should definitely try Lavana or Seoul if you're just looking for something more chill to do. Now, the main club I would say that you need to go to is Club Envy. Went there a couple of times while we were in Kigali, and it was clearly a hit. We even met a lot of basketball players who were part of the Basketball Africa League. So definitely a spot to try. We also went to People Club as well, but we did not have as much fun there. It could have just been the day and the timing that we went. That wraps up our mini travel guide for Kigali. Thank you for tuning in once again. Please don't forget to comment some places that you maybe like to go in Kigali if you've been before, or please comment some other cities around the continent that you'd like me to cover.